Alright, this is a tutorial video to how to glitch and get all of your equipment from Operation Anchorage simulation and bring it into the real world with you. First part, there's three parts basically. I'm going to also show you how to get like every single item and completely get the best you can out of this glitch. What you want to do first is come to that little room and pick up the Gary body. You can also do it with a outcast body, but you might make them all hostile, so I wouldn't suggest doing that. You can if you want. So the way you do this glitch is you want to position Gary's body so it's like yours will be when it's sitting down. It's a little difficult to do. It took me about 10 minutes. The best way I found to do it was get his body on the floor parallel to the chair, and then flip his body like that so it's sitting like that, and then pick up his body. And also you do this by pressing in the right stick on the Xbox version. Anyway, and I suppose it's the equal on the PlayStation 3, so just figure it out. Go on the message boards or something on GameFAQs if you're having difficulties figuring out how to do it. And what you basically want to do is just get his head completely good, and then we'll move on to the next part. Also, in order to do this, you don't have to remove any patches. This was recorded on July 7th. It still worked fine, so they haven't patched it as of yet. If they do, I'll put in an annotation to just unpatch your game, which that might not work, so I don't know. So anyway, you just want to get his head just perfect. You want to make him as center on the chair as possible. So they'll just do that. And then you can sit down on the simulation chair. Also make a save right here, so in case you screw up in any way you'll be able to go back and do it again. And then sit down, and then I'll see you at the next part. Alright, the second part of this is getting the most equipment you can possible out of it. What we're going to do here is we're going to take the heavy weapons. The heavy weapon, you can take any fire package that you want. Of course, deploy your guys like it tells you to. And what you're going to do is go over to the guy who gives you your equipment and get your equipment, drop it all on the ground, go back, get another holotape for equipment, and then just keep doing that until you have every single gun. Also drop your ammunition when you do this, so he won't take your ammo away. So you just want to keep doing that. And then he'll give you the combat shotgun, and then after that you will want to save your game and then attempt his speech and get the Gauss rifle. It took me a long time, so just make sure you save and just keep attempting it, and then you can move on to the next part, and then I'll see you at the last part. Okay, the last part is getting all of your items out of the simulation. Right now we're just going to head over to the refinery area. Coming up here, we're just going to kill the guy. So not really much to talk about other than a strategy that you can use to get an extra item that I didn't myself get. So anyway, we're going to come in here, and we're going to fight this guy. What you can do, I just pulled out my combat shotgun. But what you can do is if you target his gun, or his sword, you can knock it out of his hands and pick it up. I didn't, but in a previous attempt, I got it out of his hands, but he picked it up again. So if you're going to do that, then you need to be fast. Now, once it ends, holster your weapon, stay in first-person view, or go into first-person if you haven't already. And as soon as he does that, just start looking down and tapping the A button furiously. Just keep tapping it even during the loading screen. Loading screen was a little bit long, but just keep tapping it furiously, and you will go into Gary's body, or look at it, or examine it, and then you can just put all of your stuff inside Gary. And as you can see, I put everything in there. It's all the stuff I got from the simulation. And then exit out. And
good job making it through. And
then now you can exit the simulation. And there's Gary with all of your stuff, so reclaim all of it. And there you go. And of course, this doesn't affect getting the T-51B winterized or any of the other stuff, and all of the equipment that you get from it is just like it was in the simulation, completely, it doesn't degrade, it's indestructible. Of course, if it does wear down over time, like after shooting tons and tons of rounds, you can always repair it with the counterpart of it. And also, if you repair, say, an assault rifle with your indestructible assault rifle, it won't make the new one indestructible, so be careful about doing that, and keep them organized, because there's no other way to distinguish them. So yeah, and of course, if you like this video or anything, subscribe and rate and comment and all that good shit, and I'll see you later.